A very warm welcome to all our students. Today we are going to start class 12 Python. Right now we are going to discuss a very important chapter that is called file handling, and file handling is quite difficult in terms compared to other chapters also, and that is also related to our CBSE plus 12. Okay, class 2 to 12. Today we are going to discuss about the theory and also learn the various practical aspects also. So first thing first, we will discuss in this video. As you can see that in this video we are going to learn about file handling. So what the things that we have included or incorporated in our chapter or syllabus. The things are, first we will learn about naming a file, how to name a file. We will discuss about that. Next we will discuss about how to open a file. Next, after that we will learn about how to read data from file, as you can see in your screen. Next we will discuss about writing data inside the file, and the number 5th, that is also an important part, is closing a file after performing all types of operations. After doing all the following operations, we need to close a file, and we also will learn how to close that file also. So we are moving forward. Now we are going to discuss about what types of files that we have we can handle using while using Python operations, file operations on Python. So there are mainly two types of files. Number one, that is called binary file. Number two, that is called text file. So gradually we will learn what is binary file and what is text file. Binary file and text file. So as I have said, what is binary file? Binary file is a kind of file that contains arbitrary binary data. That means it contains binary value which is 0 and 1. We know very well that machine can understand binary value. So there are some files that contains binary data, and that type of file is called binary file. Next in our chapter that we will discuss, that is called text file. Text file is nothing but the sequence of characters, a file that has sequence of characters. It may be ASCII characters. So here written, the text file is usually considered as a sequence of line. This is nothing but the sequence of line. We all know that line is a sequence of ASCII characters, that is ASCII, stored on permanent storage media, means in our hard disk, wherever it may be. Moving forward, right now we are discussing about the various objects and various functions that we are going to use while using Python file handling. So going through one by one, to handle data files in Python, we need to have a file object. So what we have in our previous class, we have learned what is an object. We have learned that object is nothing but an entity. Entity means it is just a representative of that class. It is just a representative of class. We cannot use the class directly. So we required a representative, and object usually do that work. So first we need to, whenever we are performing any type of, whenever I am repeating this word again and again, whenever we are performing any types of operations on file, first we need to open that file. That is the most important thing. First we need to do is to open that file by using a function that is called open function. That is a built-in function. Open function is nothing but a built-in function, or there is an alternative that you can use. It is called file function. File function or open function, you can use either, but we usually use the open function. And in our program also we will use the open function. To work on file, first thing we do is to open it. Obviously I have said that first to do whatever we mainly before proceeding further, I just want to tell you one thing. We can do the following operations. What types of operations we can perform? We can perform read data from the file. We can write data, or we can perform both, reading and writing both. That is called append. And there are all other functions are there. After how we can create the object, by using the open function we can create the object. After using the function in a file, object is created, which is then used for accessing various methods and functions. After that we can access various methods, or you can perform various methods and functions on file, which are available for file manipulations. What are the syntax actually? Now we need to learn the syntax. That is, syntax is also very important. First we need to declare the file object. open function, and open function has three parameters mainly. This open function mainly has three parameters. Number one, that is file name, number two, access mode, and number three, buffering. File name, access mode, and buffering. We'll gradually discuss about all of this. Now you can see in your screen that what are the arguments that you can see. The arguments are, number one, as we have discussed, file name, the name of the file on which you want to perform the operation, that is the file name. I have discussed that there are mainly three parameters. File name, access mode, and buffering. So we are discussing gradually one by one over here. So what is file name? File name is the name of the file on which we are performing any type of operation. The operation may be reading, the operation may be writing, the operation may be both, means append. Now the access mode. What is the access mode? Describe how the file will be used. During the program. What types of, means actually in simple terms, what kind of operations that we are going to perform on it. Next, number three is buffering. Why buffering? This is for specifying how much is read from a file in one read. Suppose I have a file and inside the file I have 2 lines and contains more than 50 words. So I don't need to read all the data. I want to specify the number of data, and for that reason I use the option buffering. Suppose I mentioned the 10, so it will only read 10 characters, not more, not less. This is the main reason. If suppose there is a file, again I am repeating, suppose there is a file, it contains more than 50 characters, but I don't need to read that much of data. For that reason I need to use the buffer parameter. Until and unless I don't if I need to read the entire data, then we don't need to mention anything inside in the third parameter. Now hope we have discussed enough. Now we are moving forward. Now we are discussing about the various file modes. So there are various file modes I am discussing. You can see in your screen also. You can see in your screen over here. R will open the text file for reading only, and RB will do the same for binary format. R is for reading a normal text file and RB is for reading the binary file. This is also a default mode. Okay. Next, W is mainly used to open a text file for writing, and WB is for binary format. The same thing, if R is required for reading a data and RB is used for reading data from a binary file, then we know that the W is used for writing and WB is used mainly for writing data inside a binary file. Here there is another thing that I want to discuss. R plus will open a text file and RB plus open a binary file. This is mainly used for both reading and writing purpose, means this is kind of appending. Okay, this is used to termed as appending. Moving forward, this is actually the continuation of the previous part. W plus opens a file in text format and WB plus in a binary format for both reading and writing. W and W plus, if I have given plus, then it will perform both reading and writing. W for text file and WB for binary file. A plus open a text file and AB plus open a binary file, both appending and reading for purposes. Now I have given an example. Over here. So the example is file equals to, this is not actually the equals to, open the name of the text file, and now I have given the mode. So open, what the open function will do? Open function will first open the file va.txt, and then we need to perform any type of operation. So apart from open or file function for creating, there is another option. Initially I have discussed about two functions, that is open, or that one is open and then other is file function. But there is a catch, but there is a catch. Obviously there is another function or another statement that we can use for creating or opening a file, that is with open, that is with statement, that is actually called with statement. And look at the syntax over here: with open, the name of the file and the access mode. Now we are going to see some practicals. So we have created a file over here, and right now we are opening Python IDLE. File, new file, we have opened a new file. Now we are performing various types of operation. First we are taking a variable that is termed as path, and we will provide the path of that file. So for that reason we need to go back to that file. My file over here is hello. Right click properties, and from location copy that part, come back to the part, paste it, and give a slash hello.txt. You can see on the screen also. Now the thing is that we need to, there is a single forward slash, we need to make it double, otherwise Python will not able to read that. Okay, so I have done that. Now you need to remember each and every step properly. Now we are creating another variable that is called file, and opening the file actually using the open function. File open, I am using the path and R as an access mode. Next I am using a variable, that is the name of the variable is contain file dot read line. It will read the data from the file. Now I am printing the content. Print function, I am using the print function, passing the content variable as an argument. I have done finishing it. Now all I need to do is to save files, save it with any type of name. I've given a name, save. Now go to run module or press F5. You can see hello from Vivacer, that means our program is successful. You will also perform various types of other various types of operations over here. Let's see. I'm writing something so that if you cannot follow my voice, you can also follow these words. Suppose I'm here suppose you want to perform some particular content, not the entire file. I have told to use that particular buffer, and here we are using that particular option, that we are using that particular parameter. Suppose I want to use only 10 characters. I have written 10 inside the parameter. Run module, save it. Just see, only 10 values has been written. Now now we can perform the same thing using for loop. So this perform can also be used using for loop. How? Let's see. We'll change this two line only. This two line I will change. We'll here for loop. For I in file dot read line. Next print, I need to print the I, printing the I. Run module, save. Thing is that all the data, all the characters are in different lines here. That is the main thing. So here we can also perform, we can also keep it in the same line. How? Just let's check it. If we want to keep it intact, what things we need to do? Just very easy, just we need to do a minor change. I comma end That's it, and it will come in a single line. Saving it, look at the result, our program is successful. Now moving forward, opening this one, we're adding another line. This is the second line. Saving it, file save, closing it, now opening again. Here we are using read line, where right now we are going to discuss about another function that is called read line. This is also a built-in function. We'll just change these two lines. I will take a variable I equals to file dot read line, print I, run modules. Okay, this is the first line. Now suppose we want to print the second line also, because I have written two lines over there. We have added a new line. Okay, so just look at the screen. It just prints the first line. If we want to print the next line, then we need to perform the following task. I am doing it very slowly, otherwise you will not able to understand, because you are also doing the file handling for the first time. What I have done, I have just pasted the line twice. I equals to file.readline. I have just pasted the line twice, and it will give you the output. It will give you the second line as an output. Now moving forward, here we are going to perform write operation. Now till now we have done the read operation. Right now we are going to perform another operation that is called write operation. Follow the steps. I will suggest all the students to follow the steps properly, otherwise it will be very difficult for you to do file handling. First of all, I am saving the file. In my desktop, creating a folder. I am giving it any name. Suppose Python _va. That is the name of the file, and inside the file I am saving that program. That is very simple step, you all know. Right now I am writing the coding. File handle equals to open. First I have told you, first we need to open that file. Open hello.txt. hello, we need to keep it inside a single or either single or double quote, comma, and we are using write mode W, access mode is W. Text is a variable. I have taken a variable, and what text that I want to add inside the file. This is the file hello that is not been created, but using the file handle operation we can create the file, and next we can write some data inside that file also. So we are just doing that over here. Hello to all my students /n, that will go to the new line. This is our Python practical. Double quote close, as it is a string. File handle, we are using here file handle operation. File handle dot write. So we will pass the text variable as a parameter. Now I will give a message, actually print message. Print successful or success, whatever it may be. After writing the data, it will provide you a message success. Now file handle dot close, we need to close the file. After performing all types of operation, we need to close the file also. This is our code. I am saving it and run module. See, success, that means this data has been written inside our file. Let's go and check. This is our file python_va. Let's see, this is the Python program and that is the text file that we have created. That is the text file. Let's see what I have written over there. I have written hello to all my students, and next line, this is our Python practical. So it must be there in my file, text file. Yes, hello to all my students, this is our Python practical. That means our program is successful. This is end of today's practical session and theory session. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you very much.